An 11-year-old boy has become stranded in the Middle East for a month after suddenly becoming terrified of flying. Joe Thompson's parents have explored ways to get him back to the UK by land and sea, but so far he's still stranded. Isabel Webster reports.
Airport check-in, usually a cheerful place, the start of a holiday or maybe a trip home. That was the case for 11-year-old Joe Thompson, who was due back to the UK to start secondary school after living in the United Arab Emirates, except his arrival at the airport sent him into lockdown.
Just terrified, scared, I start crying, I don't know what to do, I sit on the floor for ages and I just get stuck.
Joe remains in the UAE with his father after 5 failed attempts in the last month. Back in Somerset, his mother's at a loss to explain what's happened to her normally happy and confident little boy.
Well, we get to the airport and then he'll say he's got a stomachache, and then he'll go to the toilet and start sending text messages saying, I can't do this, I can't do this.
He's seen a child psychiatrist out in the UAE, and his parents have even flown out a hypnotist from here in Bristol to try and bring him back, both to no avail. And since most airlines stipulate that passengers have to be able to walk onto a plane themselves, sedation isn't an option. So unless Joe travels via an air ambulance, it seems as though land and sea will be his only option.
But just reaching Europe is surprisingly difficult. He could trek across the desert to Jeddah, then take a boat up to the Suez Canal, but the Saudi Arabian authorities won't let him in. Then there's sailing up to Kuwait and overland, but that means crossing Iraq and then Syria. So his most likely route is to catch a passing ship at the Omani port of Muscat, through the pirate-infested waters off the coast of Somalia, and then up the Red Sea, and again through the Suez Canal.
And he's been flying since he's been about 3 months old. He's been to Canada, he's been to European destinations, and he's been backwards and